Guys, it's Jenn Pilgrim with Norris, independent designer for Couture. Tonight we're going to be demoing our exclusive Club Couture design for August. So I just got this yesterday, wasn't able to open it up till today. So this is our exclusive design for August. So it's this adorable little hedgehog, and he's got his little looking sharp. So Club Couture, if you don't know already, Club Couture is one of our subscription options with Couture. So what this gets you is, it's a monthly subscription. It's $19.99. It includes free shipping. You get the B-size transfer. So a B-size, for those of you who don't know, is a 8.5 by 11. So it's one of our larger, well, medium-size transfers. So you get the transfer, the exclusive transfer, by the way, as well as 3 color pastes that are perfectly coordinated for this design. So for this one, you actually get these 3 colors. So you have our bright white, load it upside down, bright white, our storm, which is our gray, as well as our guava. And sorry about the light. I have a light up here and it's kind of causing me some issues. Oh, there we go. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to be demoing this tonight on our awesome board and base. So this is one of our most universal surfaces because it can be used in multiple different ways, and it is two-sided. So you'll spare me a few minutes. I just need to do 5 seconds of prep. Thanks. And if you're just joining us, if you're new to Couture, if this is the first time you've ever seen a Couture design, please shoot me a comment. Just say hi. If you could share it, that'd be great. But honestly, it's more just I want to share the experience. That's my favorite part about Couture is it's not just, okay, yeah, I'm making something, you can buy this, you can buy access to this with a subscription. I love sharing the experience. So that's why I go live, because I get to share this experience with you. So, oh geez, I'm actually looking at me on the iPad trying to share it to my VIP group. My VIP group is where I share a lot of different designs, some of them different from just ideas, just tips, tricks, different ways to work your chalk, work your art. But yeah, if you're interested, I do have a lot of, there we go, that should be good. I have a lot of different and giveaways that I try to do within that VIP group. So if you're interested, just comment VIP and I'll send you the link and you'll be able to sign up. So what we're going to be doing, again, we're demoing our Club Couture awesome exclusive design. We're using our board and base surface, and that's one of the best parts. It's adorable. It's perfect for putting on your desk, putting on your, on your mantle, in your kitchen. You can actually chalk on the surface, or you can actually chalk on the base itself. And that one doesn't have a design on the back of it. But like I said, it's actually two-sided. So we're actually going to take it out of the base to do this one. So I'm going to actually tilt you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So, like I said, the 3 colors that come with it are bright white, storm, and guava. So, I just realized it's not bright white that comes with it. It's actually almond, because I made sure that I had it out. So, we are actually going to be demoing with the correct color. So, almond, beautiful almond color for his face. We're going to use our storm, which is our grayish color, for his body, his quills. Well, not really quills, really. That's more of a porcupine. And then we're going to be using our guava color for his eyes, his cheeks, as well as the looking sharp. So when you're dealing with Couture, chalkology paste. Oh, I gotta be technical with these terms. When you're dealing with the chalk paste, it's made out of chalk, so it has the potential to dry. So you really want it to be sort of like a frosting material, frosting texture. You want it to be dense, but just not dry. So the first thing we're going to do is, well, the first thing we did was actually separate our pieces. So our transfer is actually a layered transfer. So I actually separated them, but I kept them on the same sheet. That way I can keep them organized. So the first thing you want to do is peel off your transfer off of your backer sheet. Now, most of these, when they come brand new, they're super sticky. So you don't want it to be super sticky because some of the, if you're using a non-Chalk Couture surface, it could actually peel off, some of the wood, could get stuck, could screw up the transfer a little bit. So it's always a best practice to add some fuzz. It's one of those things, the funny technical terms for the company. So I'm actually using our fuzzing cloth. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. No, a fuzzing cloth, it's great. It adds a little bit of lint to it. It just takes off some of the stickiness of the adhesive. But if you don't have a fuzzing cloth, let's see, we've got a shirt, we've got an apron, we've got shorts. You just want to add some sort of lint to it. Honestly, jeans are the best thing to add, best thing to use. So once you have it so that it's not super, super sticky, and you'll be able to tell, you want to lay your transfer on your surface. Now with this one, I'm going to lean it more towards the right with his body because of the fact that I have to put his head on there too. So I have to make sure that his head is actually going to have enough room. So to lay the transfer down, I'm going to wipe off and smooth out the air bubbles. Not sure if you can hear them. They're actually getting squeezed out. There we go. So then you have your transfer tight to the board. So now I am going to use one of my handy dandy stir sticks. I love these things. They're awesome. They're adorable. Just a little spatula. If you don't have a stir stick, it works just as good. A popsicle stick, a Q-tip, a spoon, a knife, whatever works for you. Or you could just use your squeegee. Just squeegee some out. And this paste was actually a little bit dry on me, so I added a little bit of water, so it might be a little clumpy. So you're actually squeegee out your paste onto your design, onto your transfer, and just make sure that you cover all of the clear, the parts that you can see through in the transfer, they're silkscreen. So it's meant so that you can actually obviously see through it, but you can get your chalkology paste through the design without, that way it stays a reusable surface, because like all of our Chalk Couture surface or transfers, they are reusable. All you have to do is just clean them off, just rinse them off, dry them off, put them back on the backer sheet, and you're able to reuse them about 20 times. So I don't know about you, but that's pretty damn awesome. All right, so now we're gonna peel to reveal, and voila! This over here, a little shit, whatever. And then there we go. We have the body of our hedgehog. So, try and line it up with the camera. There we go. So, with this one, since it's a layered transfer, I'm actually going to let that one dry a little bit. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to prep the next one, the next transfer. This is our head, if you can see. Yeah. So this part, that's a silk screen. So it's meant so that you can get the paste through, you can make your design, and it stays as crisp with those lines as the design was intended. So I'm going to cover up my storm because we're done with that one for now. I'm going to get out my almond, make sure that I'm ready. I'm going to stir it on up. Now, if you ever see that your paste is, well, this is a bad example. There we go. If you ever see that your paste looks little different colors on the top, and then you open it up and it looks like it's different colors, it's like everything else in life. It's natural, baby. Just needs to be stirred up. There you go. It just means that there's not a lot of preservatives in there, and it's actually no chemicals, so it's actually safe. So you don't have to worry about your design. And then there you go, all better. And this is actually one of my favorite colors. This is our iced coffee. So, hey Kim, how are you? So we're actually doing our Club Couture design. So this is the design, well, the start of the design for August. So we're actually started. I gotta line it up with the camera. There we go. We have his body started. And I put my finger in it. It's okay. Now I know that he's not dry yet. So our next color is going to be our almond color. And I really just want to make sure that this is the right consistency. And then, so, while he's still drying, while he's drying, because I don't want to screw up his design, I want to show you about one of the great things about Chalk Couture. And I'm actually going to spin my little camera down and show you. This is my little water bath area. So this is what I use to clean them. This is a board eraser. Board erasers are awesome. They're sold in a 2-pack, and they are they're magic. I sometimes liken them to magic erasers, but honestly, I've tried magic erasers. Some of them don't work as well. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of water and just brush off the chalk, and then there we go. It's all clean. So now, this is another one of the best parts about our fuzzing cloth. So not only am I adding fuzz to my transfer, you can actually dry them on the same. It's pretty much a glorified towel. It's a really soft, fuzzy cloth. So now that we have our body is clean, our head is currently gathering fuzz. Should be able to. I'm worried I don't want to touch it because I don't want to screw it up. Alright, so since we need to dry this one, I'm actually going to give it a little bit of help. I'm going to hit it with a hairdryer. So I apologize for the noise. Bear with me. Give it 2 seconds. Beautiful. So that's one of the best parts about this. The hairdryer is not just used for the hair. If you need to do multiple layers, the easiest way is to grab your hairdryer. Use it on the highest heat possible for the lowest amount of time, because you just want to you really are drying the chalk by evaporation. You're warming it up. You do not want to use the hairdryer on your transfers itself, because it will actually shrivel. I've seen it happen. I've lost some transfers that way. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So now that our body is all dry, actually turn it back up a little bit. Our body is all dry, so we're gonna switch. And now we're gonna give them a head. We're gonna line up our placement dots, or registration marks, if you will. So we have them on our board as well. So line up where his head should be. There we go. And then with this one, I'm not going to press too much on it, because since the body part was fairly moist, I hate that word, it was fairly moist. We don't want to pick up the gray with the transfer. So with this one, don't need too much of the almond. We're just going to grab a little bit on our squeegee and then just squeegee across. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. So our little hedgehog, he's got a head now. He's got a body. He's getting there, you know, one step at a time, kicking and screaming for this little guy. So while that's drying, because I don't want to, the next step is actually to put his nose and his eye on there, as well as looking sharp. You'd think with it being looking sharp that he'd be more of a porcupine, but either way, I think he's adorable. And if this is the first time you're looking at Chalk Couture, Club Couture, this is, so Chalk Couture is really just a means to make your own artwork. You know, it's a way to be creative. You can do the creation the way that it was designed. That's with the Club Couture, you get the design as well as the colors, or you can change it up. You can go from turning a nutcracker into, it's not even over here, but I can grab this one. This was the start of a scarecrow. Same transfer, different style, but you know, you have options, and it is only as limited as your imagination. So let's see how he's doing. Is he dry? He's not so dry yet. That's okay. And then for this one, I should leave the registration marks on there just in case I need them. Alright, so we're going to dry them with the hairdryer a little bit more, just to speed them up. There we go. Alright, that should be good. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to give him his nose and his eye. So while I am fuzzing this part of the transfer, I'm actually going to start prepping the next part. I'm going to peel off our looking sharp. So one thing that I was telling everybody watching earlier, that when you're dealing with a transfer that's a layered transfer, sometimes you want to keep them all together. So what you do is you just lift the transfer up and then cut along the lines, along the clear silkscreen lines. That way you can keep them all together, yet you're able to separate them the way that you need them to. So the next one, all right, get it all nice and fuzzed. So we're actually going to, there we go, line up our registration mark. So, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's not his eye, it's his nose. So we're going to do his nose and his cheeks and give him some little cheeks. Alright, so line that one up. And that one. And this one, we're actually going to use our multi-tool. So this is an awesome tool, along with our star sticks, my favorite. This is for doing little designs, because you can see it's a little squeegee. So the color that we're going to be using for this one is guava. So we're going to grab a little bit of the guava, not a lot, and then we're just going to squeegee across his nose and his cheeks. This is also the color we're going to be using for the looking sharp, for the words for this transfer. So there we go. Put that right there. So there we go. We have our cute little hedgehog. Now we can actually use our little board eraser, wash off the registration, transfer, I call them placement dots. Yep, we're going to make sure that that's all squared away. Now we're going to do our looking sharp. we go. Give it a little bit more fuzz. Wish I was wearing jeans, but it's a little warm in the house, so I have my basketball shorts on at the moment. So we're gonna line him up. And it's okay if the top of the words go on top of I almost called him a hamster, on top of the hedgehog. That's part of the beauty of this design, is that it's made to be layered. So we're gonna get some guava on here, and just squeegee on over, color in our letters. And again, you really don't need to use a lot for these designs, and that's why they give you, so you can, I'll show you in a second, the difference between, you know, getting a jar of paste, which is what I'm scooping out of, versus the sample pack. The sample pack is perfect for 2 designs, I'd say 2 designs worth. You'd be able to recreate this design twice, whereas the jar of paste, you're going to be able to use multiple times. Like, I have paste from November that I've used, that I still use and still have a lot of. So I'm just making sure I'm going over it, making sure that it's covered. And we're going to peel to reveal. Da-da-da. And the top part of our H is actually dry a little bit, so we're just going to give it a little bit more. Let's see if that worked. A little bit more. Come on. It's okay. Looks great. So, there we have it. So, we're looking sharp. That's one of the drawbacks with chalk paste, is that it's chalk. So, you just gotta be careful that it doesn't dry in the transfer. So, there you have it. Looking sharp. So, this is one of our exclusive designs. The only way to get one of these designs, to be able to do one of these designs, is to actually sign up for our Club Couture membership. It is a monthly membership. Whew. I don't know about you, but I am tripping over my words at the moment. Yeah, Kim, you should actually get it in about, today's the 6th, so it should be in your mailbox in about 1 to 2 days. I'd say the 7th, the 8th at the latest. So you'll be able to make this by the weekend. So I'm going to sign off at this point because I'm going to relax with my glass of wine. I might make another hedgehog on the other side. But thank you for joining me. If this is, you're watching this on the replay, just comment #replay and we'll be able to say hi. All right, until next time. Thanks, guys.